All right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. Today we're going to really get into it with FHIR servers. So you want to pick one out.
Right.
But I got to tell you, it's not as simple as just like picking one off the shelf.
Nope, not at all.
It's a whole thing. And honestly, the research we've been doing, it's wild. Like the first thing that really jumped out, those big tech companies, you know the ones.
Yeah.
Not really dominating the scene here,
Yeah.
which kind of surprising, right?
Yeah, I mean, you'd think with all the resources and everything, they'd be like the big players, but
Right. But that's not what's happening.
it's the smaller companies, the ones that are really laser focused on this stuff that are kind of running the show.
Okay, so walk me through this. Why are these smaller companies the ones leading the pack when it comes to FHIR servers?
Well, one theory is it's all about focus. These companies, they live and breathe fire. It's like their bread and butter. They're constantly pushing the limits, trying new things, coming up with innovative solutions. And because they're smaller, they're more agile. They can adapt quickly to whatever's happening in the healthcare data world. The big guys, they're like these giant ships that take forever to turn.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But the downside is you're not going to find that perfect out-of-the-box solution. You're going to have to roll up your sleeves and get your hands a little dirty, with code.
So no matter what, you're going to be doing some coding. There's no FHIR server utopia where everything's just plug and play.
Not yet, anyway.
Okay, so that's something to keep in mind. What about Smart on FHIR? How does that play into all of this?
Smart on FHIR. Yeah, that can definitely complicate things. The ease of implementing Smart on FHIR really depends on the specific FHIR server you choose. Some of them are pretty smooth, relatively painless to integrate with Smart on FHIR.
Right.
Others, well, let's just say you'll need a lot of patience and maybe some strong coffee. And don't even get me started on the whole geography thing.
Oh, right. Location, location, location.
Exactly. Cloud-based FHIR servers aren't available everywhere yet, so where you are in the world and where your data is, those are big factors to consider. It could really limit your options.
So to recap, we've got these smaller companies leading the way. Customization is pretty much a given. And then Smart on FHIR is, well, it's kind of a wild card.
Yeah, pretty much.
Plus, you've got to think about geography. What else should we be aware of when we're, trying to pick a FHIR server? What are the pitfalls?
Even the things that seem simple, like setting up implementation guides and custom search parameters, they can actually be a real pain depending on the FHIR server.
Really?
Oh, yeah. And here's a weird one. Truncated query results.
Okay, I have no idea what that means.
So imagine you're searching for all the patients that have, say, a specific condition. You think you're getting all the data right. But some FHIR servers, they'll only give you back, like, the first 100 results.
Well, seriously.
Yeah. And that could mean you're missing crucial information. It's like you're only seeing a tiny piece of the puzzle.
Man, that's a big deal. Okay, so for someone listening who's trying to figure out this whole FHIR server maze, what's the most important thing to remember?
I think the biggest takeaway is don't just go for the big name or the most expensive option, It's all about finding the FHIR server that actually fits what you need it to do. Really dive deep into those features, see what kind of support they offer, and most importantly, make sure it aligns with your goals. What are you actually trying to achieve with this FHIR server?
Yeah, it's about finding the right tool for the job, not the shiniest one.
Exactly.
But you know what? Maybe all this complexity, all these challenges, maybe it's a good thing in a way. Because the FHIR server world is always changing, evolving. Which means there's a huge opportunity for us, the people actually using them, to shape the future of healthcare data.
That's a good point.
It's pretty exciting, actually. So, yeah, if you're out there trying to choose a FHIR server, think about what you really need, what matters most for your specific project. That's something to think about. All right, that's our deep dive for today. Until next time, stay curious.